Salam Chatter, some more quintessential Malaysian here, and today we have a new car review, and this is a Mazda CX5 base spec, not the 2.5, not the 4WD, not the one with the turbo. This is the base 2.0 without even leather seats. Now, let's just get the full disclosure out of the way, you know, my relationship with Mazda, where I got the car from. So this car is not from Mazda. This is actually rented through SoCar, so I don't have the key or whatnot. And we're not here to talk about SoCar, so that's that. This car is rented through SoCar. That's all you need to know. My relationship with Mazda, I am a bit biased towards Mazda. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm a bit biased towards Mazda because I have a friend who works at Mazda. He's a very good friend, and let's just say he's helped me a lot. And plus, I have driven a lot of their cars and I love them. So I might be a bit biased towards Mazda, but we'll see how this new CX5 stacks up against the old one, which I have driven when I was at his place. So let's just foot on the brake and fire up the engine. Very quiet. Let me just make sure the oh yeah, we do have the alright, please no copyright music. Alright, let's get right to it with a walk around. So we'll go anti-clockwise. As you can see, it sports the new Mazda brick grille design, which is very regal. I wouldn't say luxurious, and don't mind that because people abuse rental cars and it's actually quite sad. Look at that. Look at that. And you know, compared to the old one, that's, you know, it's quite similar to the old one, but it's a nice refresh. Twin tailpipes, and of course this is the base spec 2.0 GL, not even the S. It uses the Skyactiv. I believe this is still the Skyactiv G engine as opposed to the Skyactiv X. Rims are your standard. I never even checked. Where's the thing I'm talking about? 17-inch rims. Now let's take a look at the engine. So that's the hood. I always fumble with these. Oh. There we go. Ah, that's sad. We don't have a hood prop. I mean, we don't have hood struts. We only have a hood prop. So this is your basic 2.0. Let me get that mouse out of the way. This is your basic 2.0 Skyactiv engine. Nothing. Wardrobe malfunction. Nothing really much to look at. Just to be sure. Let's take a look at the trunk, which is massive. That's what she said. So you can see massive floor space. Let's just, oops. That's not how that's supposed to work. Give me 2 seconds. We'll edit that out. Someone really has been abusing this car. It's actually quite sad, but we have ample floor space. Yep, the seats fold down as well, and of course we got a tonneau cover if you don't want anyone to see what you're carrying inside. Are we still recording? Yep, we are. Let's go for the back seat treatment. Yeah, that lights up. So in the base spec, the back seat, there's nothing really much in the back seat. Like, you get a very basic armrest with some storage. I don't think you even fit a phone there. I have my phone's in there. But you know, you got your cup holders and excuse me. Other than that, nothing really much to look at. The seats themselves they're quite nice. It's not straight up like some seats, and even for a fluffy person, it offers plenty of lumbar, plenty of comfort, so no complaints, especially even on a long journey. Got your storage room here for like magazines and not magazines, and of course you got rear vents. Oh yeah, and little space here for one water bottle. One water bottle, that's about it. And yes, I am going out with the full uncle accoutrements today. Short pants, t-shirt, and slippers. Specifically Pasar Malam slippers. Yep, even on the both on the front and back, you get this nice lit up plate board thing. Very nice, gives a very premium feel, even in the base car. Now the front, of course, this is the base spec, so you get manual adjustments for everything, but you know, you're paying what, 132,000 for the base car. That's a compromise you have to accept lah, because most cars at this price point, same thing. Center console, you have two 12 volt, you have two USB cables, and then a 12 volt socket, and a very deep storage room for GoPros, phones, CDs if you're still using it. Two cup holders here. Let me just get the mask out of the way, it's getting annoying. We'll just stow it up here temporarily. I know, biohazard, but we'll clean it later with sanitizer. So anyways, two cup holders. I've got the right one here, I've just got it with my cards. Left side I've got a bottle, and here you have a deep space. Some like to put their access cards and whatnot over there. Perfect size for a phone. And there's another 12 volt socket right there. Let's look at the infotainment. Let's just make sure we're still recording. The infotainment system. This is the newest version of Mazda's infotainment, and it's alright. Definitely one of the better ones, especially for Japanese cars. Look at Lexus, it's face palm inducing. But with Mazda, it's very, I would say, BMW-esque. You know, well, not BMW, actually Mini-esque. Very Mini-esque with the whole rotating logos and symbols. So you got your applications. This is if you connect. Oh, okay, cool. So your fuel economy monitor. So it shows you how much fuel you're drinking on average. And of course, I've turned off iStop. No, I haven't. Let me just turn off iStop. There we go. Because frankly, iStop is annoying. Auto start stop is annoying in general. Fuel, okay, what's going on? That's a warning. Keyless entry malfunction. Yes, because this is Seoul car, we don't have the key. Yep. Yes, stop. Shut up. Okay. Now, where were we? Okay. Maintenance. Of course, it can show you your scheduled maintenance, your oil change. How long do you have till your oil change? Due in 3,924, for instance. Things like that. And of course, you can change it here. Or rather, check it here. And of course, everything else, you got your settings, so you can set the infotainment. You can turn the display off, you can make it show the clock, change the brightness, and you can do safety. I don't think it's Yeah, because this is the bass car, you don't get much sound. You can, maybe you like a bassy sound system, you can do that. Clock, obviously. Rain sensing wipers, so you can put in auto and just leave it be. Devices, you know, you can turn on and off your Bluetooth or connect to Wi-Fi. And of course, your system itself, music, database, tooltips, language, all that. Let me just go back. And of course, navigation, you know what navigation is. That's sad. This is the base spec, so you don't get navigation. Right. Communication, you connect your phone, then you can contact your friends. See? Yeah, I have all my contacts here. No, I don't have an Alpha anymore. And of course, entertainment, you can have Bluetooth, have Toto. You can also have like audio sources. You can do radio. I'd be surprised if anyone still listens to AM radio. Or you can do Bluetooth. I'm doing Bluetooth right now, but I guess 10 seconds worth of thing is not considered copyright. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So that's not great, not terrible. Actually, it's actually quite good for a base car with no audio upgrade. Audio system upgrade. So storage space, you have this. I mean, it's not padded, but come on, it's a base car. What is this called? Brain is farting. This thing. Fuck, my brain is not working today. And of course, I've shown you the center console, the little thing, storage shelf, phone holder, card holder thingamajigabab with the 12-volt socket. Now let's look at the climate controls. And of course, the good thing about Mazda is, you know, all these cars these days, they're trying to get techy and whatnot, and they're doing touch screens or buttons, and like buttons in a sense where it's literally just a touchscreen that's sort of shaped like a button. With Mazda, they've elected to do buttons, and I think this is a touchscreen. Yep, it is a touchscreen. Good. So they have a touchscreen here if you want the touchscreen, but for your basic controls, so that it doesn't get gimmicky, you have buttons. So defrost, you have rear defrost, you got your AC speed, obviously, dual zone climate control, which is very nice, especially for a car at this price. And of course, you can do recirculating air, or you can do outside air. Sadly, there doesn't seem to. Oh yeah, there is this is automatic climate control, so it adjusts automatically. Let's just do it ourselves because we are fine as is. Indicators on the right, wipers on the left. I'm not gonna do it. Well, we can do it. So we can do the squirty. Traction control, but this is very nice. You know, it's like out. I mean, it takes some getting used to, but it's very nice and out of the way. And it's in a very nice section, tiny bank of switches. So you have your iStop here, so you can turn it on. And you can turn it off. Traction control is one touch, but don't touch it. No, it's not one touch. Yep. Don't touch it because this is a 2.0. You don't, plus it's 2.0 front wheel drive, you're not expecting to do skips. So this, just keep it on. It saves lives. And materials, this is not leather, but it's a nice soft touch. But if you, not a lot of creaking. There was one creak, but that's about it. And it's a very solid interior with, this is not wood. This is not the high spec. The high spec, I believe you can spec wood if you bring in CBU. And you have very nice aluminum trim. The lining is unfortunately the base one. Nice space for your sunglasses or white powder. Lights, you can turn it off, or you can make it so that it turns on only when the doors are opened. Let's go for a drive, shall we? Belts are not self-tensioning. And by the way, before we set off, this is pointless. Just leave it in comfort. You save a lot more fuel. Because this is a 2.0, you don't get much grunt. Electric handbrake, sadly. Still recording, that's good. And don't mind the squeaking. That squeaking is the slippers, because it's, I think I bought it about 2 weeks ago, so it's still brand new and squeaky as heck. Right. Holy shit! You guys see that? Do you guys fucking see that? That's a fucking Corvette! That's a fucking Corvette! Who bought that? Oh my god, there's a fucking Corvette! Okay, calm down. Mazda review. Let's see how she drives. We'll worry about chasing down that Corvette later. Okay, calm down. Calm the fuck down. This is car guy things. When we see something exciting, we freak out. Okay, C7 Corvette Stingray. Bobby Ang drove that car, if I recall correctly. Okay, calm down. Okay, now how does this Mazda drive? Very, very nice. I mean, to be fair, yeah, they're definitely nicer driving SUVs, but they're like what, exponentially higher. This, in its price point, drives amazingly well. This is not just Japanese refinement, this is like continental rivaling, you know. And as we say this, a nice Mazda 6 comes by. That's a 2.5 as well. And yes, we are going to hunt down that Corvette if we can hunt it down. Okay. Remember that the U-turn is in an odd place with no indicators whatsoever. Let's give it the beans. It's alright. But because it's an NA engine, the grunt comes up at very late. Sadly, we can't go too fast because obviously the speed limit here is 80. So we are going to obey the speed limit. And because, you know, certain cars are a bit slower, that's fine. But, you know, driving at about highway speeds, I believe this is over indicating, so it's fine. But driving at about highway speeds is a very relaxing ride. Now this car, I believe the gearbox mounting is on its way out, so we can't fault it for that. I have driven the regular Mazda, nice, the regular Mazda CX5, the old one, and it's actually quite refined. You don't get any janky shifts or whatnot. No, it's a very smooth, very refined operation. As you can see, it's a lovely Sunday morning. People are out jogging. Corvettes are out screaming. Anyway, Mazda review, yes. Steering is light. Whoa! Stop, shut up. Okay, my alarms are still going on. Okay, that should be the last one. But yeah, steering is light, but well judged. I mean, it's not Porsche super feedback, whatnot, but it's light and well judged. And before, it's actually Bobby Ang doing a second round of reviews. Nope. And it's a perfect like daily drive, especially for someone who likes driving. You know, it's very nice. Like, it's not dead like, I don't know, Volkswagen Passat, but it's not heavy either, so that, you know, you get tired after a long distance, you know, like after a long day, you just want a nice steering feel to cruise home. This is perfect. No paddle shifts on the base pack. I don't think there's even paddle shifts until you get the 2.5 turbo. Let's keep left. I don't even need to keep left. And right now we're going through what is essentially a suburban neighborhood. It's not suburban or suburban. I need to teach myself that. Suburban neighborhood. And the car is doing absolutely fine. It's not complaining. It's not drinking a lot of petrol. It's being very civilized. It's not too loud. Unlike, I don't know, that Corvette, but that's a very nice car though. Still can't get over the fact that we just spotted that thing. And you know, it's not too low where you have to do crazy maneuvers to get over bumps that are slightly higher than usual. Oh, that's a nice W124 wagon right there. And it's very quiet. You know, like you don't get a lot of road noise. Like, let's just pick up a bit of speed. It's not a lot of road noise. It's very nice, very subdued, very civilized. You're not shouty or not. There's quite a lot of people parked on both sides of the road. It's almost European. Like, I know like people are just so used to, you know, saying that European cars are superior to Japanese cars, and that's clearly not the case. But I mean, this is for the average consumer lah. So well, that's a interesting. I'm gonna go right here. Nice combination. GT4 Cayman, and I think that's an actual challenge Stradale. Nice. But getting back to the point, it's a very refined European experience. You know, it's not coarse and maybe a bit more primitive in a way. I mean, that's the case with certain European cars and American cars too, but you know, that's the standard society judges these cars, so we give them the societal the societal standard. This is I think less than suburban already. This is a suburban already. This is residential, pure residential on the hill. Yeah, I think the Corvette looks here maybe. Those are some nice houses, man. Like that. It's a nice house. It's a nice quiet neighborhood too, which is great. I mean, if you like city life, this probably isn't for you, but yeah. Probably think about getting, I don't know, non-squeak. Hey guys, as you can see, this is a bit of a different, suddenly the whole view is different. Well, the camera crapped out halfway through filming. But getting back to the point that we were going to make, I guess, hold on, that we were going to make, this car is a very, very refined European feeling European-esque car. It's definitely a contender. Like if you put this next to a Tiguan, just turn the freaking iStop off. If you put this next to a Tiguan, you'd be hard pressed to choose, you know, to decide which is better, because the Tiguan is a good car. VW's always made good cars with few exceptions, but this is a very, very luxurious, affordable luxury. It's almost affordable luxury in a sense that, you know, you pay what, normal car prices, well, upper echelon of normal car prices, for a car that can rival essentially luxury cars, or in the Malaysian market anyways, because in the US, VWs would be these are what you call jackasses trying to run the red light. But the point is, basically basically in the US or overseas, these are considered affordable cars, but here in Malaysia they are considered, not, well, the Tiguan anyways is considered a luxury, sort of near luxury car, and this is considered a normal car, even though some would consider it luxury. It's actually a normal brand car. It's a Mazda, but despite it being a normal brand, it punches way above its weight class. In fact, I'd say I'd buy this over the equal BMW X1 or X2. I am not kidding. I would buy this over the X1 or X2, even if I had the budget to go all the way up to X2. If you're talking about the CX9 versus the X5, yeah, maybe, but when you're talking about this against the X1, X2, maybe the X3. The X3 I might take over this, obviously, because it's an X3, but the X1, X2, nah, they don't drive sufficiently well enough that that justify, basically they don't drive well enough to justify paying the premium to, you know, go towards a brand above. Yeah, sure, people these days, they say, oh, if I can buy a BMW, I'll buy a BMW. That's because of brand recognition. It's the badge. All you get is the badge, really, when, you know, you pay less for a car that does the same thing. Because now the X1 and X2, they are both front wheel drive, much like this. You get a 4-wheel drive version, yeah, you can get a 4-wheel drive version of this as well. So it's not really a point to go up there, you know, when a car that is cheaper does the thing equally well. And I'm not saying like equally well in the sense that, you know, train of thought. Get back to the train of thought. I'm not saying equally well in the sense that okay lah, it does almost as well, so we can say it's equally well. It's actually equally well. So if you drive an X1, you drive this, it's about the same, because Mazda is an enthusiast company. And back in the day, yeah, sure, if you want if you don't mind front wheel drive, then you take the Mazda. If you want rear wheel drive, you take the BMW. Talking about the non all-wheel drive versions lah, we don't talk about the X-Drive and the Mazda all-wheel drive. But now with the X5, the X1 and X2 being front-wheel drive based, that's the CX30 right there. We might get a closer look later because we are going left lane. That is a gorgeous piece of machinery, man. That's a gorgeous piece of machinery. But it doesn't justify buying, you know, going all the way up there, paying all that premium just for a badge, a BMW badge, and the same 2.0. By the way, the BMW X1 and X2, they are both 2.0. You can get the 3.0, then the 3.0 with the X2, but then you're going way up there, then you might as well just buy something else. But no, for the base car, price for price, performance for performance, yeah, BMW wins. But for the price of a BMW X2, you can get a CX5 2.5 turbo, and at that point, then obviously the 2.5 turbo wins hands down. Bomba, why you? Okay, I'm terrified. But yeah, so at that point the 2.5 just blows the base 2.0 engine out of the water. So there's really no point. I mean, you can go for the upgraded essentially the 330 engine, which is a 2.0 that's been breathed on and makes more power. But again, you're paying a premium for something that is essentially this. Like, this is essentially a BMW X1, X2 without the BMW badge. So that's suddenly it feels like, oh, this is a heck of a bargain. Yeah, sure, iDrive is superior, no questions asked. iDrive is superior. The ride and handling in that is probably better, but this is, I say 98% there. Yeah, I say it's equal, but that's the point, 98% there. There's not going to be 100% versus 100% unless you're from the same brand, because there's going to be different compromises that that companies do. So it is an equal to the X1 and X2 in a sense that it is 98% there, not 100%. You know, whereas most people say equal in a sense that it's what, 85% there, 90% there. This is 95, not even 95, 98% there. And it's so well, like, we're cruising at what, national speed limit here in the corners. It doesn't roll, you know. I mean, it rolls, but not like ooh. So it's fine. It's great for daily, and as an enthusiast, if you carved Genting with this, and especially now we have Conti tires, very nice.